Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Hello everyone, welcome to our online certification courses on engineering drawing and computer graphics. In the earlier classes, we have learned a little bit about Solidworks. Now we are going to use variety of options involved with Solidworks. So in the last class, we have learned that after double clicking the Solidworks icon, we will end up with this kind of screen. In that, we have constructed something like already a previous one. If I want to open that, we can use this open option, click that part and open it. If we are interested in constructing a new drawing, the first part what we have to do is go to this new option, click means left button click, part by clicking that, then OK. Then it opens a blank screen. In that blank screen, we see variety of options like taskbar and something like feature manager and other things. Any drawing we would like to begin as a new one, the recommended plane to begin is front plane. So, this front plane, top plane and right plane are not our original two-dimensional sketches when we have constructed the front view, top view, side view. Those views are different, here planes are different. These planes are just for the to help the person to construct the drawings. These kind of keywords have been used. It is nothing to deal with front view, top view and side view. It is just a plane representation, whether we would like to begin it to give a reference coordinate system. For that purpose only we use. So, what we have to do mainly or all the time we pick only front plane. Then give a right click, it opens something like a normal button, normal to that plane we have to click. Then the working space always be coming. In that, in the last classes we have seen, if I want to draw a line, I can draw it in that way. Then go to smart dimension, adjust it to some 20 units and units we always be careful like 20 mm, then click OK. This is the way we have constructed line diagrams, and also we went with rectangles. Now there are specialized objects like slots, something like you have a plumber blocks or maybe any mechanical device where you want to keep something like a plate with holes and other things. That kind of things what we call slots, and those slots if I am interested to construct it, what I have to do, pick straight slot. The object shape is clearly mentioned there as straight slot. You see there is something like a corner kind of thing with connected lines, pick that one. So, pick first line, second point. So, it construct on the center. Now, move your mouse. It constructs such kind of object. Again, first straight slot, click, do not hold any button, just freely move your mouse, click first point, then click second point, freely move your hands. Now, just move your mouse to some other location, it shows some kind of thickness, width, then click, then this is done. So, if you are pressing escape, the object has been constructed. Now, you want to use smart dimension, this one supposed to be something like 40 units you would like to have, mm, click OK, then press escape. Now, I would like to adjust radius of that, click smart dimension, then pick that, then it shows the center from where this radius is present. So, radius I would like to have something like 10 units. then click OK. Then on both sides, because it's a symmetric objects, on both sides it naturally adjusts to that. This is the way you construct a stride slot. We will see what is the advantage in constructing this. We can use same kind of thing by using drawing lines, then drawing arcs, again drawing a line and closing it by arc also, semicircle we can do that. But there is an object straightforwardly available as stride slot, so we are using that. Then press escape. So, the dimensions always be mentioned like 40 units and R10 units. Now, in the same stride slot, now we are going with something like center point stride slot. This example we are doing it just to have a grip on using this mouse and variety of options whatever available at Solidworks. Now, pick the center point stride slot, click that. It shows different kind of options like first option, second option, third option. Now, pick first one, center point. Now, maybe I would like to construct it in that way too. Then move your mouse. Done. So, this kind of objects we use it for rigid body links, maybe 4-bar mechanism, this kind of things. If I would like to really construct at mechanical engineering, then these links kind of objects always be helpful, which under the keyword name stride slot available. Dimensions we have already learned. Using smart dimensions I can always adjust this. Now, I would like to have something like along an arc, I would like to construct that kind of link, mechanical link. So, I will pick 3-point arc slot, first point, second point, third point, and I just move, press escape. So, along arc also we can construct. Let us do it once again. Pick 3-point arc slot. The object, whatever the thing we are going to draw, is shown here as icon. Click that one. Pick first point, somewhere click, left click, right click, left click only, second one. The third one, click, then move it. So, all the time left click, left click, left click, properly adjusting that has created this kind of links. Now, we will look at other one, center point arc slot. Again on arc we would like to construct. So, for that we have to specify somewhere like center, first one, second one, third one, then move. Press escape several times. So, with respect to this center, we have constructed an arc, then move to third dimension to decide the width, moved and clicked it. This is the way we use different kind of things. Now, if I would like to use a line, I just click a line, connect from there to there. Now, I would like to join that one with other one, again I click that one, click that point. Now, I would like to use one more line to join like a triangle, then I will pick that one and click that one. Whenever you would like to come out of that sketch, the local sketch mode, you press escape several times. Twice is good enough to come out of that sketch. You are still at the sketch mode, but that local level where you are drawing, you will be coming out. So that you can use some other tool like smart dimension or rectangle or any other kind of things. Now, I do not want to save this drawing, then I can straight away click mark it. I would like to save the drawing, then naturally I have to go file, save as. Now, I already constructed part 1 2D. Now, what I will do is part 2 underscore 2D drawing. Just be consistent with the names also. Use recommended is all the time lowercase letters. Better not to use any space in these words what we are using. For example, part 2 space 2D I would not recommend you, because this remembering spaces will be bit difficult. So, if you want to really specify some space has to be given, use underscore button, so that joins both the part 2 and 2D thing. and it would be recommended if you go with everything in lowercase letters. Part 2 underscore 2D, everything in lowercase letter is a good choice to begin with. So, save. So, drawing is done. Now, I would like to close it. I can always close it. Now, if I would like to reopen that, open that, there is part 2D, open that. Because we have saved it, the time when we click that sketch mode, coming out of that, again we have to save it, we did not save it. So, now entire drawing has been lost. So, it is always recommended to come out of sketch mode, then save the drawing, and later you can reopen it. In this sketch mode you saved it, after that you straight away without coming out of sketch mode and saving it, if you click that into mark, it takes the recent version like you have already saved, that is ho gaya. Now, you are trying to close the drawing, that means do not save anything. So, it erases everything. So, one has to be careful even at saving the drawings at regular things. Always come out of sketch mode, save the drawing. Now, I would like to begin with a new drawing. So, begin with new part, OK. Now, for any new drawing, we have to go to front plane, click normal to that. Now, we have learned about line, rectangles, straight slots. Now, I would like to construct a circle on this 2D sheet. So, for that purpose, what I have to do? Click this button, circle. Now, to draw any circle, the icon says that there is something like center point you have to pick and something like a radius. So, for that purpose, what we are going to do? Right now, my hands are not touching mouse, but I have already clicked that circle icon. So, still it is maintaining on that monitor. Now, what I have to do? Give a left click on one of the point. So, center has been picked. Now, move your circle to some other location. That means, we are specifying radius. Click that. Now, we are done with the circle, but still your mouse, if you are moving, is still in the circle mode. That means, if I would like to construct one more circle, for example, using this point, I would like to construct one more, I can still use it. I would like to come out of the circle mode, then press escape twice. Once you press, you are out of that circle mode. Now, I would like to use smart dimensions to realign these numbers. So, pick smart dimension, click that circle, then it shows something like diameter of that circle. If you recall from our earlier lectures, whenever we use something like diameter, the symbol phi comes into picture, and the same symbol, same terminology here on software also we are seeing. Now, I would like to give internally the diameter. So, for that purpose, what I am going to do? One of the thing what we have learned in our earlier lectures, we should not give this kind of dimension, where your arrow is going to touch other circle and it unnecessarily create ambiguity with the picture. So, for that purpose, you have to carefully move your mouse so that suitable diameter you can pick and click that. Now, you would like to give something like 75 millimeters. So, for that we are using 75 millimeters, OK. Then press escape. So, your circle will be of 75 millimeters. Now, the other circle I would like to adjust. So, smart dimension, click. I do not want to give internal, because now there is a ambiguity in terms of dimension. So, I would like to just go out of that. For that purpose, what I have to do? Move your mouse out of that drawing. Do not click any button, just move your mouse. Now, if I draw it very long length, then it shows only one kind of arrow. If I come in this direction, it shows diameter in this way, where I can always give something like 25 units and click OK. Then press escape. This is the way we can give dimensioning using center based circles. Now, let us look at another example. In the same circle, there is something like perimeter circle we have. Let us click that perimeter circle and see what it is doing. If you are seeing on the left hand side, there are two things, like first one is center and radius, second one is some 3 points around which this circle is passing. So, you pick 3 different points around which we are going to construct a circle. In manual drawing, we have a specialized method to construct that 3-point circle using tangents and other things. But here software actually lends that different kind of algorithm, try to fit a circle around that by minimizing these data points. We have learned something about surface modeling, similar to that we have learned something about curve modeling also. So, because now we are picking up 3 different data points, it try to assume x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to c square. Based on that a, b, c for 3 different points, it optimizes and provides what should be the center of that circle, where exactly circle has to pass. At manual drawing, we are going to construct a geometric procedure to draw that, but at software level what we are trying to do is, we straight away hire mathematical functions, minimize these entire equations based on what should be the a, b, c values. That is the way most of the software works. Now, we are using that internal structure, though we do not know what is happening at that back end, because a professional engineer will be in a position to only click the options, try to draw that. But at back end of the software, what it does is, it uses these mathematical functions, try to fit the curve and get the information. Then that you will again get it in terms of GUI. Now, we are picking that perimeter circle, 3 points I have to pick. So, click first point, then second point, I would like to have third point here, somewhere here, then press escape. Because when I pick first point, second point, third point, I do not have any control on what should be the radius, I can't control it. I can't even control what should be the center, because these are the outputs supposed to come out from that mathematical framework. So, your software does that, straight away gives you where should be the center of the circle and also what should be that radius. Now, I would like to really make this object maybe a bit big or small using smart dimension. Let us see whether that really takes care of it or not. So, what I will do, smart dimension, pick that. When I pick that, it immediately shows me diameter. That means, even though I am going to draw 3-point circle, saying that this is supposed to be the center, this is supposed to, the curve is supposed to pass through that. Now, if I am going to adjust at this first front, it is going to take these dimensions, but let us try whether really the dimension takes care or not. I do not want 44 units, but something like 20 units I would like to really specify. Then if I specify 20 units, it is adjusted. Now, those 3 points are not anymore 3 points, but what it has done is, using those 3 points, optimize the equations to fix the center. Now, once center is constructed, from any point of that, you are going to draw a circle. Now, over that you want to put additional constraint, no, I do not want this circle, but a circle supposed to have 20 units of dimension. Then naturally the software does, because now you are again changing your view. So, keep that center, I am going to adjust this circle to 20 units, 20 diameters. So, it goes and construct it. Do you remember like how we have constructed that 3-point circle at manual level? From those points we try to draw the arc and construct sectors and draw normals where these normals are intersecting, then we locate the center. That is geometric representation, but mathematical level it works in a different way. So, whenever you are using a software, you always go back, check how a geometrical construction by hand drawing we have done and how this software really works. That gives you a flavor in terms of both geometrical way of constructing the pictures and mathematical functions which might be using to construct that, more like based on coordinate geometry rather than plane geometry. Great. Now, we would like to construct only part of the arc, not complete circle. So, that option also available at SolidWorks. So, pick center point arc, the first one. Center point arc, so first of all I have to pick center point, go to some location, click arc I want, from there I would like to really construct an arc. So, I have to be careful in terms of using this mouse. Where I am going to really move and click that portion, it construct arc up to that level. Let us do it once again. Center point arc, first one, now second one I have picked. Now I am moving my mouse in the counterclockwise direction. Then click the option, then it constructed. So, the direction along which you are moving, it's try to construct that. Now, we will let us go in the clockwise direction for the same arc. Center point arc, first point arc. Now, I want to move clockwise direction. If I am going to do clockwise direction, your GUI always says that you pick the first point, but you want to end the point in the clockwise direction. So, what it does is, it always goes in the counterclockwise direction, finish the circle. So, you have to be careful in terms of deciding arc up to which point level you would like to really go. Though you would like to go in the clockwise, but your arc always be taking in the counterclockwise direction. So, done. Then press escape. Now, I want to really change the arc radius. Again, our smart dimension is wonderful tool. Go there, adjust that to something like this many units. Now, I would like to have something like 10 radius. Units always be mm, we are going with mm, ok. Then arc will be done. Now, let us try a combination like a line. I would like to draw, on that I would like to construct an arc. Now, because I am on line, I would like to really come out of that. What I have to do? Press escape, escape. We are out of that line mode. Now, line I would like to adjust it to some 50 units. Okay. Done. Now, I would like to draw an arc, center point arc I would like to draw. This might be the center point I would like to pick center. The first point I have picked, I would like to join that. Then escape, press enter. So, I can construct that arc in that complete 180 degrees. Similarly, I would like to use multiple objects, something like a line I would like to draw. We can see sometimes we can see this option also, whether it is 90 degrees line or not, escape mode. Now, I would like to draw a circle around that. Circle I would like to draw, maybe center of that circle is this point. I just go ahead, click the second one, done. So, any additional stuff if I would like to use one over other, I can construct. Now, I am not interested about this point, then I can always use trim entities object. We will shortly see how to use this trim entities. Now, because this circle I have it, I have drawn something like line. I want to either remove this bottom part of that line or top part of that line. For that purpose, if I just straight away click that line, delete it, it deletes complete line. Instead of that, we have an object like trim entities. There is something like scissors. Click that. Then it shows you many dialog boxes, something like there is power trim, corner trim, trim away inside, trim away outside, trim to closet. This kind of options always be there. you have to practice how to use this. So, for example, let me pick power trim. Power trim is really powerful in the sense you just swipe on particular line, it just immediately removes that line. Let us click that power line, then click that button, hold it, drag along that line, it removes that line. Let us do it once again. I would like to draw a line from here to here to here. What I want to do is, I would like to remove this outside part of this line which is exceeding that circle. For that purpose, what I am going to do, use trim entities, pick power trim, carefully click, hold your left button, click, hold and move your mouse along that line, then release your mouse button. Once you are done, that line will be removed. Let us use the same thing for other line. The other line what we are going to use is, now we have this point, maybe I would like to remove this part of the curve here. For that purpose, again trim entities, power trim. Right now I did not move anything, now I am going to click left button, hold that and move over that line. Now release your mouse button. Once you are done, whatever those intersecting points are there, that part will be removed. Similarly, power trim. Now I would like to remove this bottom portion. For that purpose, click left button, move along that line. So I have that object. So even though I am constructing typical geometrical things, I would like to remove some of the lines. I can use this power trim button to really click, drag over that to remove that part of it. In next classes, we will learn about more options available at SolidWorks. Thank you.